Hi gorgeous, let's play with some makeup. Everything is linked down below. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this show on the road. I'm gonna put on a little lip oil. This is from Bite Beauty and that sucks because they went out of business. Thanks for letting me know. I love this. I love this lip oil. So if you know of another good one, let me know down below. Okay, now skincare is complete. Let's go in with some primer. I am going to go in with this. This I found on Flip. If you don't know what Flip is, it is a, well, let me tell you what this is and then, you know, I'll talk and work. This is a 3-in-1 super elixir for your face. It has oak extract, vitamin E, squalene, niacinamide. It's lightweight, so if you have oily skin, like, I still feel like you'd be okay using this. And not to mention it smells really good, but not too harsh because we are putting it on our face. It's got a lot of scent. I'm not trying to put that all over my face. So it's got a light freshness to it. And this is going to absolutely, oh, I just shook the camera, sorry. Absolutely smooth over and blur your pores. Not to mention it leaves a really nice tackiness. So it can really grip your makeup. And a little bit will do you. Like, look at the difference. Like, it just looks blurred over. Of course, it doesn't, you know, make your skin look perfect. We're still gonna do some foundation for the day, you know. We getting ready, okay? But, yeah, it does a really good job. It gives us a good start for that base, for that perfect, flawless base. I'm gonna take a little more. So, yeah, Flip is kind of like TikTok for beauty lovers. So, you would take a product, just one single product, and you've got 1 minute or less to do like a mini review, demo, sample it, let your opinion out on it. And then what I like about it is if you're watching and you love it, then you can just hit add to cart and then check out with Flip. So you're not like, oh, do you have a link? Where do I get this? Like, no, it's all right there. So easy to access really good makeup products, or you can search makeup products. If you're curious about purchasing a product, you can look on Flip and see, you know, what everybody's saying about it. I have a Flip, so go download it, follow me. It's HollyLynora. And I've got some reviews on there, including this one. So, like, look at my skin now. And if you've been watching me, you know this is my most porous area. And it just really tones everything down. And we love that. Now our skin is tacky. It has set in. But what I want to do, MICCILO. And this is such a beautiful, lightweight, blurring primer. So we're doubling up on the blurs, babe. And one tip, like if I'm doing my makeup or doing someone else's makeup, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna push into your skin, but don't worry. So instead of just rubbing, be sure you're like literally like rolling it into your pores. Like your skin needs to change colors. Like that's how much pressure you need to be putting on. So really get in there. So you can essentially clog or fill your pores. And not all over, just where you feel the most porous. You could do it all over if you wanted though. I feel better about my skin already, just those 2 steps. Now for the base, I actually got back into using a product. I really don't think you're gonna be able to guess what it is. But I've been loving it, especially during spring, like we're getting into warmer weather. I want a lighter yet nice looking base. Jaclyn Cosmetics. This one, it's like a mousse. It's like a whipped foundation. So it's not heavy, but it also, once again, blurs your skin. This one is in the shade medium and it's the Skin Perfecting Blurring Tint. So it's not heavy. And I literally take one pump and push it onto my personal foundation brush. If I was doing this to somebody else, I wouldn't do it like that. But then I just give it a swipey swipe. And before I really go to town, because I feel like that shade is a little too cool for me right now, I go in with this, the MAC Studio Radiance C5, just to add a little bit of warmth to this shade. And literally, like, just to change the color, not to mix the foundations, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm just wanting to fix the color. Look at that. Look at that. I cannot. And I'm just kind of buffing everything in, pushing it into my skin. Avoiding the under eye areas just because that's just been my thing lately. And I've actually really been liking it. I feel like things don't look as cakey. It doesn't look like I have as much makeup on. You can still see the redness through my cheeks. But that's because we're using skin tints. Light makeup. We gotta glow. We gotta do. We love that. And then I just go through and push. Prevent any kind of cakiness. Streaks. I literally spend the most time pushing things into my skin. I know that's not the best for my skin, but I do wash my face every single night, every single morning, okay? Look how pretty that is. Soft, natural. It looks smoothed over. Like, look at that, how almost non-existent. Pores? Who's that? Who's she? We don't know her. We don't know her, okay? Now, what I want to do is go in with a tried and true, okay? Why can I not find a tried and true? Oh, found her. Don't you worry. Welcome Nars to the stage. She's been on the stage many times before, and she's gonna keep coming back, baby. The Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one is in the shade Light 2.75. And I am going to pop this right there and do the same to my other eye. And I really take my time, put her back in her little home. Okay, I will brush up my brows. I'm literally like, I just want this to sit for a second. Whoops, almost poked my eye out. Let me brush these bad boys up. Okay, I definitely need to do my brows like yesterday. Let that sit. If you are not a damp beauty blender girly, first of all, what? Second of all, if you're not and your concealer, after you've let it sit, kind of, it isn't budging really, take a setting spray. Doesn't have to be Gucci, obviously, but just take a setting spray and lightly spritz your face, and that should loosen things up. But this is a damp beauty blender. And I'm going to look up so I can get every single nook and cranny of my skin. And I'm also going to bring it up, making sure to get the corner of my eye. So I'm definitely making sure that is blended. We are looking good. And so what that has done is take us back to the bed. It is so hot in here. Girl, that's sweat. Cute. I gotta turn on the fan. I'll be back. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway, I'll take the excess that the beauty blender picked up and I'll push that onto my lids to do, kind of create a makeshift eyeshadow primer. And it's also going to lessen the appearance of pink or blue veins, all that human stuff. Okay, so now we are back to basics. We're kind of at square one again. We just look better than square one beforehand. So what I want to do now is create a little bit of depth, a little bit of dimension. And I always think dewier when I think spring. So I have these concealers. I do want to do a little quick speed review on this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I'm so sorry, but I was actually talking to my friend Cammie, hey girl, the other day, and I was telling her like this, it creases. I was so not impressed. Like, it was a cute little moment, and then I said it, and then it kept creasing, and then it just did not look pretty. And for the price, it's not worth, like, there's less expensive concealers that look way better. So this is gonna be a no from me, dog. Anyways, we're gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. Ethereal light, I don't know. I'm sure my mom's like, Holly, this is how you say the word. This is in the shade Oatmeal, and this one I actually really, really do like. So it's our lighter shade, and it's got a really nice dew to it. And I've noticed, even setting it, you still kind of get that dew, that glow shining through, and it's not overpowering. So because this is a sheer concealer, I definitely like to go in obviously more than what I would normally go in with. but you can see when the light hits it. Well, let me blend it out first. Obviously, it's going to shine. It's a liquid. But I put it anywhere that I want a little glow, a little depth and dimension, creating shadows on the face. And I'm just going to go in with that same beauty blender. Get the most inner corner. That's where I start. Take the tip and kind of go against my lower lash line. And I stay there. I stay really tight on that lower lash line. And bring it up to create that lifted effect of the face. Look at how smooth it is. And you can see that glow. It's not overpowering. Like, it's a beautiful concealer. It's so pretty, is it not? For spring, like the little sun hitting us, there's like, you know, flowers blooming behind us. We look too cute, okay? Now, for setting this down, I go ahead, before I hit the bronzer, the contour, all that good stuff, I set right here where I crease. So this is another product from Flip that I found, and it is in the shade Pearl. It's a translucent setting powder. And let me show you, my voice is going in and out because I've talked all weekend. Anyways, let me show you why I love this. I don't know if that's crazy. I'm not sure, but that's the brand. And it is very similar to kind of the same concept as the Supergoop resetting powder. It's like travel friendly, which is why I love this one, and this one has SPF. But I'm gonna start taking this one with me too because it has a latch. You've got a nice little mirror in here and a puff. We have netting here, which, yes, that's annoying. Like, I am not a big fan of the House Labs setting powder. For one, it doesn't work as good as I thought it did. The more I use it, the more I'm like, not worth the money. But for two, like, the netting is annoying, but this being like a product you can travel with, if you dropped it or whatever, like, you'd be glad the netting was there. So I literally, like, give it a little shake. You've got some powder there, and I feel like with a dewy concealer, just a little bit of powder, and this gives me the perfect amount to not cover everything up, to not cover up that glow, but it's still setting my makeup. And that's what I need if I want to keep the dew and the glow from the concealer. Look how pretty that is. Look at how nice our little base looks. Get the smile lines. I'm telling you, if you follow this routine, your makeup's gonna stay all day. Base looks really good. I do want to snatch up a little bit, so we're going in with the Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Amber. Gonna go in with this buffer brush. You know what? Actually, no. I kind of want to use... Yeah, actually, yes. I'm gonna go in with this. From Huda Beauty. It's the Buff and Blend Face Brush. And I'm pushing all the while moving product. Just a light buff. That's what I want. I'm gonna move product into that hollow of my cheek. That's so nice, so easy to blend. So just that little bit of shaping makes all the difference. Like, that blends so well. Rihanna, we love this. We love it. Okay, now it's time for a little bit of... Actually, you know what? Let me clean up down here a little bit because I'm not 100% with it. It was easy to blend, but I went a little too low. That was my fault. I'm going to take my Pocket Puff from Beauty Blender and my Givenchy setting powder. And just do a little bit to kind of cut everything and make it look good and even. Now let's do some blush. So for blush, I want to stick to our dewy theme. This is from Huda Beauty, and I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. This is the Proud Pink. It is a cheeky tint, so it's not gonna have It's gonna give us a soft flush look, but with some dew. So let's swatch it here. Look at that. How gorgeous. Look how pretty that is. And I'm just gonna do, well, yeah. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Let's try if we take just a damp beauty blender and kind of spread it out. See how soft it is, but it's obviously there. And you've got just this gorgeous, almost like lightly sun-kissed, healthy, glowing skin. Pull it out a little bit. Look how pretty that is. I cannot. This is so pretty for spring, for those warmer days. Oh my gosh. It's light. I love that. So you could be heavy-handed with it. That color, oh my gosh. It's got gold. It's got like a gold sheen to it. Do you see that? Oh, ooh, that is so pretty. So this is gorgeous and needs to get talked about more. Point blank, period. Now, let's get off the powder. Top everything off with a little bit of my bronzer. What have I been using lately? I cannot, what is it? Oh, yes, yes, yes. This is one of my favorites and it got lost in my sea of makeup and I am so sorry. This is from Cosas and it is the medium golden bronze and I love this one because it is very light reflective and I mean it's just gorgeous. And it's kind of like a sheer powder so you can go heavy. But I'm not going to today. I'm kind of just using it for the glow and to make the transition from blush to contour a little easier. It's got just this gorgeous glow. So this mascara, it's from Pearl La Rose. This is another flip find and I love it because it's huge. The wand is freaking ginormous. It is a wet formula, so if you put it on and like look up, it will transfer, so you need to know that. But for my lower lashes, I've been absolutely obsessed because it just does such a good job at lengthening and separating. So if you want long, visible lower lashes, like this is where it's at. And also, I am out of my Giga Black MAC, the really tiny one that I absolutely love. I have to go get some more because I'm out. But yeah, let me do my brows real quick. I'll be right back. Now that we are back, let's go in with some highlighter. This is an icon in the beauty industry / the highlighting world. Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This one is in the shade Spotlight. And I really like this. I go in between powder highlights and cream highlights just depending on my mood, because these you have to blend out a little more, you know, you have to use your finger, whereas a brush you can pretty much just kind of swipe it on. But look how beautiful! And I kind of do like mini circles, and look at the added glow to the blush. Oh my gosh, we're obsessed. Okay, so this can be me making up for not liking the Charlotte Tilbury concealer. We do love the highlighter. Gorge. And I'm definitely going to get the blushes. Don't you worry. I will have a review. She is expensive though, so I feel like I'll need to let you know for real how these products are. Highlighter, absolutely flawless. Look at that. Gorgeous. If you aren't highlighting your chin and your jawline, ugh, what are you doing? This is, you know, like the trends that come in and out. This is one that has stuck with me for sure. I do enjoy this one because it doesn't dry down quickly. This one from Say, it's gorgeous. You get that highlight, but it does dry down pretty quick, so you have to move quickly. Like you need to do one area at a time. Make sure everything is blended and the way you want it before you move from that area. I can't. So pretty and so springy. By the way, I did go ahead and do my eyes. I just did a crease, some crease, you know. I didn't even think about filming it, but I'll show you what I used. The new Nude Huda Beauty palette. This is an oldie but goodie, and it looks like I don't use them, but I promise you I do. It's just I have so much, so I'll use like one time, and then it's got to make its way back in the circle. But I went in with a little crease shade and then popped these just near the lash line and the inner corner, just for a cute little springy look. I didn't want anything too heavy because I'm focusing on a glowy, dewy base. So for lips, I'm just gonna do like a nude. I don't want to take away from, you know, I don't want big bold lips. We're gonna go in with the Natasha Denona. I need a nude lip crayon in the shade Michelle, and it's just a nude color. It's really pretty. I'm gonna overline, obviously. So it's kind of like a peachy nude, which I love. It doesn't, like if it's too nude, it can really wash you out. Well, with my skin tone, it can wash me out. And then we're going to top it with the Natasha Denona. I need a nude in the shade 2B Laron. Creamiest lipstick out there. I cannot. I've been using this line for years. So now that I've got my lips lined where I want them and kind of the base shade, I'm going to take this from Makeup by Mario, and it is in the shade Dimitri, and it's a deeper shade, but it's still not like chocolate brown. And I'm just kind of sloppily running over the outer corners just to give my lips some plumpness and some depth. See how less like washed that looks, and it looks more like a prominent lip. Yes, ma'am. Last but not least, we didn't do all this work to not set it down and let it stay all the live long day. So this is another flip find. It is from Skin & Co, made in Italy, and it is the Illuminating Face Mist. It's a truffle therapy line, so they are really like hard believers in using the truffle and utilizing it to have glowy, dewy, illuminating skin. So you do need to shake it before you use it to kind of activate everything. And this is the mister. It smells pepperminty. So if that bothers you, just beware. It does not bother me. I love it. And let's give her a... It's got a pretty strong mister. I've definitely dealt with worse. Definitely. But that one's pretty strong. So you have to hold it at an arm's length or you might get some water droplets. Okay, gorgeous. So that is how I personally create a dewy, glowy base and spring look and have it last all day. I really hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and I will be seeing you on the next video. Bye.